phone just pages and pages. It won't get on the internet properly. It won't stay online. Calls hang up. Period. I'll just out of the blue, it dials numbers, and I get 4,000 scam calls a day. Yet they're going to keep adding all these people and all these phones from all over the world. They just keep adding more and more and more, and they keep bombarding us with all that 5G crap. And then what what benefit do we get out of it? We just pay a big bill, and half the time the phone or the internet just doesn't work.
Oh, see, I'm one of those guys. I actually live in a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to put a whole new tower in, and it's not going to happen because the ranchers are like, screw you, you ain't putting that on my
Yeah,
property. And
I'm
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 not
in.
paying for it.
Yeah,
So if I can't use it on my porch, I'm not giving you
yeah.
$50 a month for something I
I don't.
can't
Yeah,
use.
I I don't. I'm in Belmont, right? And you would think I would have service here for T-Mobile. No, no. Half the time you have to be put on a booster and a router just to pick it up, and then it don't pick it up half the time. And I'm in
Oh,
town, man. I'm in the town
you,
of Belmont.
you need one of
That's
those repeaters that you put on the old TV antenna and you aim it at the tower and it retransmits it in your house. Because that
yeah,
you're in that area where you're just on the edge of each one of the towers,
right.
and
Well, I'm glad
and they won't take care of it.
no, they won't. I've asked them for years. They won't do nothing. But you know what? I'm kind of glad because I don't want 5G anyway. So I'm one of
Well, and
those
five
dissenters.
G,
I'm
five
just a
G made
dissenter.
it
I just
worse.
don't like anything like that. So,
Well,
you
you ought to
know,
see the look on people's faces when they go, "Well, give me your text number." I'm like, "I don't got one. I got a Google Voice, but I don't have no cell phone.
Google Voice.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I got a number through Google for free that you can send a text message to. Otherwise, I don't know what you're talking about. What's this cell
Right.
phone thing?"
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
yeah. I'm just you know, I'm I'm just at a point to where I hate technology, and I'm a technology guy. So that tells you something right there. You know,
I
it's
miss
all
the da- I
it's
miss
going
the
the wrong
day
way.
I miss the days of the bag phones, a cable, and a magnetic antenna on top of the van.
Right, right. Yeah,
I love techno.
the bag phones were the thing about it.
yeah.
What
Yep.
was that, Ron? What
I
was
was gonna
that,
say
Ron?
I love technology. I just hate the fact that they tried to fucking triple the profit off of it.
Well,
Oh,
it would be okay if they still believed in making a good product. They don't make good
It,
products. They ship it off to China to be made,
Right.
and
well,
no,
China's
I think it would be okay if I could still pay $30 for my cable TV instead of 140.
yeah. But
Whoa.
at what point do you,
Wow.
you know, you
Okay,
I
know,
shut the
so that
fucker off. I ain't had fucking cable TV in over fucking 6 years.
I
well,
Fuck
don't
that.
pay for
there,
I don't have cable. I haven't had it for a long
and
time.
seeing the but what they they this is what happens because the prices are just gone to the point when they came out with I don't know what they call it. Just like this flat screen, it automatically picks up every station you need, and
Yeah.
it's not costing you anything. So for $150, you have a little flat screen, and you got everything you need right there.
Right?
And now they have gone to, like, if you want Hulu, just pay for
Yeah.
their service. And
Yeah,
then if you
yeah.
want
Right.
this, pay for
So
their service.
that's what I
Everybody's
do.
got a rate.
I've got two or three services I pay for on the side, and it's like $15, $20 a month, $30 a month, and
Yep.
I don't have to pay no 150 bucks a
There you
month for
go,
cable.
and that
Yep.
hurts their bottom line
That's
well,
completely.
yeah, that's destroying the
you,
cable companies.
Yes,
you
it does.
also have the case where Microsoft, what Microsoft did. Nokia's were top of the line, really, really good phones. Microsoft bought them, made two models, shut it down a year and a half later
Well,
after
that's
buying it.
yeah,
And went
that's
and went and make they make under other stuff under the Nokia brand, but it says Microsoft and they no longer make phones.
right. Well, that's how they buy out a product and put them out of business. Their competition.
I was that.
They buy them out.
asking
They
chat.
force a merger and a sale, and then they buy over 51%, and then they kick them out.
Yep.
Oh,
Um,
Microsoft straight out bought Nokia straight out. There wasn't no half. They just bought the company, made phones for a little bit, shut it down.
I was just asking the chat about somebody wanting a payphone hanging in their garage. That would be cool. I would love to have a payphone.
I thought you were
I
gonna
sold
say
them all.
I thought you were gonna say you found one of
You-
your old payphones.
You can't find the payphone anymore. I mean,
At least I got the signs. Phone from your phone.
I gave Jay Blue.
There
Hey Motor, can you imagine if I hammered that sign up on the telephone pole out here on the country road?
There'd probably be people pulling over just to see if there was one.
There'd be
Yeah.
problems.
They'd be asking you, where's the payphone at? I see a sign. We haven't seen one in a long time. We want to see it. It would become an attraction thing.
Yeah.
Catch people.
They're doing selfie takers, stop
We
on the side of the road.
we have a payphone at the store just down the street, and you know what I see the most there? People posing in the phone booth with the
Yep.
phone. One of the girls, her high school photo is her in the damn phone booth, and they're in a really beautiful dress. I walk by it, I'm like, really? It's just a payphone.
If you have ever seen Too Tall Rob do one of his lives where he's driving, he pulls up at this one place. I don't know if it's a grocery store, where it is, and where he's at. There's a phone booth. You pull up. It's at a parking lot. It's next to the sidewalk. But if you walk up closer, there's a guy standing in it. It's a dummy.
No way.
Yeah, it's a dummy standing in there.
I believe that's in Colorado. As well.
Kansas, isn't it? Too Tall's in
Yeah.
Kansas.
He lives near Manhattan, Kansas, or something.
That's right. You're right. Kansas.
They stopped making those phone booths because they weren't handicap accessible.
Wow.
You couldn't get a wheelchair inside.
Yeah, I remember that people used to have to, they'd be outside of it, and you'd have to hand them the phone and dial for them. I've done it for a few people with wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why
they'd be
stopped making
outside
those.
beating on the door. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
That was the day you were ringing pager numbers. Dude, I gotta
Yeah.
get something. Get out of my way. You gotta hit
Yes.
this. You get a call back. Then they started taking the numbers off the payphone, and we had to literally write the number down for the payphone in the phone booth.
Damn.
With
That's
a Sharpie, you could look around. You couldn't find it on the phone, but you could look around in the booth and go, well, here's a number.
I still have
that's-
my Motorola pager.
Do you really?
I got rid of mine when I started in the fire service. My boss handed me a Motorola pager, this little box that fucking rang with his number to go to work.
Yeah, that's the first texting machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It still looks cool as shit.
Yeah. I'd much rather have a pager than a phone, tell you the truth.
I don't know. That'd probably drive you. Your phone? No way, bro. You'd be getting page after page after page. The way I can't even write your number down. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that video of George Thorogood, You Talk Too Much, is on YouTube.
Oh boy.
Is it a current video or?
George Thorogood and the Slayers? You talk too much? No, I don't think so.
Boy, wide open on that one, Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Nick, Could you
Yo.
have Scotty beam me over some of what you're smoking? I need some.
I told you it's 300, but it's pretty damn good.
I have to roll one up for that one.
That gets you 30 seconds of Funkify.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I love it.
Smooth
I want to
sounds.
be standing there playing the bass line to it.
I want to hear more payphone stories.
More payphone
Oh, I
stories.
got a ton of them.
Like
You remember
what happens when you got to go give somebody their fucking money back? That's annoying.
You know what happened to my audio?
Hey,
Sounds like everybody's whispering.
No, you're there. Oh, you can't hear
I
us?
know, but it sounds you guys sound.
Yeah, you're fading out now.
You'll be emptying out the machine and it'll be
Audio
like, yo,
switch
man,
don't
I
work.
just lost 3/4 in that machine, man.
I didn't have much of that.
I'll be right back, Jay Blues.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, I didn't have much of somebody coming up behind me when I was collecting the money out of the phone. And I had them in some rough neighborhoods. You know, those people didn't have phones at home, so they used my payphone all the time. And the
Making
cash box,
all those connections, huh?
yeah. The
Welcome
cash
in,
box,
Steve S. I see you in there. Welcome in.
the cash box in a payphone holds $200 worth of quarters, dimes, and nickels. I used to go to South Park Mall where I had 26 payphones.
Welcome back, brother.
Sounds better.
And
Thanks.
I'd have to go in there and collect all the money. At Christmas time, I had to go twice a week to collect the money out of those phones because they were full.
Right.
So
But then just that one day, I watched.
I was going to say there's obviously points in times of the year where you had busier
Oh
people,
yeah,
more phone
yeah,
calls.
yep.
Speaking of malls, look what's happened to all the malls across America. Dead.
That's
All
right.
closing
Result of
down.
Walmart.
They're all closing down.
Well, when you open up department stores where you can buy hardware, your groceries, drug store stuff,
Yeah.
clothing lines, you can get your auto repair there. Everything that you know of, mom and pop stores, shoe repairs from alternator and starter shops, little paint shops, stores, all of them are gone
Gone forever.
because of that. Everything's fucking so convenient now.
Right.
And now those stores will close because of the internet sooner or
Right.
later.
Well,
Well,
pretty
I
much.
think-
You notice people like Walmart, they're going online, selling stuff online now, just like, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
everybody else. They're online
Yeah.
totally now. So,
Yep.
I mean, they still have their stores, but because they do so much business with the grocery products, and like
Yep.
you said, the home products and stuff like that. It's not all in one place.
Yep.
But
And there
and
used to be this one big chain store, Linens and Moores. Don't mean to cut you off real quick. Like they sell sheets, bedspreads, and ship
Oh, yeah,
that
Linens
type of
and
stuff to your
Moores,
house.
yeah.
Now that's closed.
Wasn't that down here, Dr. Nick? Wasn't that, what was that? Bed Bath and Beyond or something?
Bed
That's
Bath
another
Yeah.
one. That's
Yeah.
another one.
They
Yeah, they went
closed
out.
down.
And
Yep.
and then like not Office Depot. There was another one here that just shut
No,
down.
Staples?
Office Max.
Oh,
Office
very
Max or
good. Yeah,
Staples.
big empty
Staples.
building now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, all that shit's obsolete now. You don't need it because you can either order it online or go to Walmart.
Yeah. Well, basically, you can order something online and have it the same day or the next day.
Yeah.
And not have to leave your home front.
Not have to leave your home and put up with all the weird people.
I pay $100 a year, and I can type in my stuff on the phone that I want, and my groceries will be here within 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We have groceries delivered every once in a while. We do.
Why bother? It costs just the tip that I pay them. That's what it would cost me to drive there and back,
Yes.
basically.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's kind of
You're gonna spend the money on fuel.
right.
And wear and tear in your car.
Is it-
What if you buy something? See, if you have to return something online, it's no biggie.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember back in the day? There were the salespeople, the salesmen. They would come around in a van, and they would sell everything out of their van. You'd place an order.
Jewel, Fuller
what was
Brush,
They
Jewel.
call them the coffee company. Something I don't remember what it was, but they would sell
There was a few of
everything.
them.
My mom would order our clothes, our school clothes, everything, and they would deliver them to the door. But that was back in the '60s, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 60s and 70s. I remember it.
Oh yes. Jewel.
The orange. It was an orange and white truck. Jewel.
Yeah.
And then there was Fuller Brush.
They had them.
Yeah.
They had different companies, but they was like warehouse stuff, and then they would place the order, and the order would come to them, and it'd take a while, a week or two, and then about a week or two later, they would show up with your order, and you would have everything that you ordered. It was pretty cool back then. That was in the '60s, though. Like I said, I was.
Well, that's.
I was 7 or 8 years old, maybe.
That's when they used to deliver milk to your front door too.
Oh yeah, your dairy products.
Aluminum things sitting out there, and they would come and put milk containers in there.
And they were in the glass jugs
They were in the glass
in the
jugs.
crate.
I remember the name of the company now. The Standard Coffee Company was where I lived. It was called the Standard Coffee Company. They would come and, they sell everything from coffee to, groceries. They would sell all that stuff. But
Ah,
called the Standard Coffee Company. But that was years ago. Never
yeah.
thought it would turn into this.
Dr. Nick, it doesn't matter. Dr. Nick, you are the first on the block to have a floating Hoover vacuum cleaner, sir.
I forgot what it was, but my mom has some kitchen glassware that's really old, and one of them it says Jewel right on the bottom of the bowl. It's
Dig it.
but it was fun, man. Oops.
Yes, sir. I was just a little guy, but I sure remember all that. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yep.
Alice, how you doing? Watch it,
Yeah.
guys. Updates are coming out. I was just forced.
Oh, yeah. There used to have a knife sharpener guy that used to come around, fucking on a bike. I had a little grinder and shit on it. Fucking, the milkman. The old was it
Oh,
something Farms?
you mean everybody else's dad?
Who?
The old joke. Your dad must have been the milkman.
Oh.
Hey, Alice.
No, I think mine was the mailman.
Alice, welcome in to the green room.
Absolutely. Glad you're here.
Kazum, welcome in. Good to see you.
Bunch of guys sitting around talking shit.
Should I even? Ow, fucker. Damn it.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, just stuck myself at the end of that.
It's all good. We're all just being ourselves here tonight. It's good. 11 in the chat. Welcome.
Went and bought me a pint tonight, or yesterday, or this morning. I just dumped it all into my fifth. I had a little bit left in the fifth, so I just dumped the pint in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I did share it. Probably people go check that.
Yeah. Well.
Let's see. Let's finish this first. Time is it? Okay.
What are you doing over there, Jay Blue? Thanks for coming up, man.
Oh. Well, I was going to say something, but I decided against it. Better not say nothing about that. Stuff's off limits. Yeah.
Was something in the chat? I almost read
I was
something out.
gonna,
I was going to say
I
something.
was gonna say something myself, and I said, "Well, I thought about it." I said, "No, that's not something that needs to be said."
Big
Hello,
D,
man.
welcome in, Big D. Good to see you in there.
Good to see you, buddy.
Big D, big supporter of the channel. We appreciate you here very much.
Don't anybody talk at once now. Come on.
Yeah, anybody over there in my chat? We're over here at J Blues. If you don't have, I'm sure everybody's subbed. You can jump over here. He's got the link pinned.
Did you put the link to his channel in your channel?
Not just yet. I was rolling.
First
That's
things
why I
first.
said most
you know.
people that are subscribed to me are subscribed to J Blues, though.
Yeah.
Most that hang out.
Yeah.
But I will
first
drop it
things
as soon as I'm
first.
done rolling.
Take
Yeah,
care
as
of
soon
the
as I'm done
rolling
rolling.
first.
Yeah, the in the restream, there's one section in the YouTubestudio.com where it's got like the automatic link in there for channels that I automatically let restream. So the broke, you're in there too. I mean, it's an automatic restream. So,
Yeah.
It always brings a couple extra viewers.
motors, it's the same way. So what you're saying is you put I don't even know how you restream. Okay.
Well, from our point of view, you hit the big blue button in the right. It takes you to your channel. You title it what it is, like restreaming, and we would copy your title, and that's what the title of our live would be. But it lets people know that you're restreaming.
Huh.
And then the channel restreaming with subscriber mode.
Right.
That
I don't know if I can do that in my chat.
I don't know.
I went over and dumped the link in your chat, Motor.
Oh, thanks, bro. Oh yeah, I can put it on subscriber only.
Dr. Nick, I want to connect the laptop into the operation.
Ooh.
Then
Yeah.
you'll really get going with StreamYard.
Oh, yep.
And it'll fit right up here too.
Oh yeah. Oh sure.
Stepping up.
Everything
Right
Stepping
on
up
that
with
left
the old gear, stepping up. I guarantee you. It's a good one though. It's a Dell.
Yeah.
It'll work way better.
5150 Inspiron. It's loaded out. It's time for it to see action again.
Dig it.
What platform is it running? 8, 10, 11?
All right, look, Windows XP.
Oh, it might not accept being on the internet anymore. They stopped supporting XP.
Oh yeah.
My XP, it just literally told me one day my platform is no longer supported. And you're roboting, Jay.
Yeah,
Very good.
Big time crackling. Good. Oh,
He fell
yeah.
off.
I
And
refreshed my
welcome.
StreamYard too. It helps the audio.
See, bro, he pushes the wrong buttons too sometimes.
I know, but now we got the host, Dr. Nick.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Here, let me put that.
So what's the oldest PC or Mac you guys are running? What's the oldest one you got in your?
Yeah, I've got, but I don't know what, you know.
Oh yeah, I've been collecting Macs for years. I've got the original, the early version Macs. I've got a couple of dual G5 towers that are just that you can run Linux on them, or and
Jay, you're still
Jay, look.
got a lot of
Yeah,
feedback.
I'll mute, and then go hit that option on the more section. Hit your audio, default, then reset it to speaker. That should work.
yeah.
Yeah, because if you didn't refresh the, hit the wrong button.
See?
Yeah, you don't
Push
have to
the
leave
wrong
the
button.
panel. Yeah.
Mom said that off. She needs a blood transfusion. Yeah. And she said it happened once at the hospital. She said it happened once at the hospital before, and they just didn't do anything at the one treatment.
What are you listening to, Steve?
All right, I'm back.
No, I'm listening to you guys.
Oh, how you doing, guy? You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, cool, man. I got rid of a couple of channels there. I really don't want to listen to them. It's just so fucked up. You know?
Yeah, we get tired of them sometimes.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
And then, they say, oh, you'll be back. You know what? They don't know me, eh? I won't be back. That's the truth.
just gets old after a while, you know?
What's going on, Steve? What's happening with you?
I'm just having a beer and a cigarette. That's all. That's it.
Good to see you.
Yeah, cheers. Good to see you guys. Outside, you're really good. You're really good there, man. You're really good. I must say.
Okay, so that's fixed that. All right, Broke, you're still here. I know Moda's here. Dr. Nick. Twin City Sound. Dennis is here. Exceptional amplifier technician. One of the few left in the South. He might be the only one left.
Yes, probably the only one.
I
Not
think
too many
so.
people.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Oh,
retired. Yeah. Everybody's
serious.
amplifiers. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I'm going to upload a photo. It's really cool.
What was the name of the guy? He retired now, but he was over in the complex next to the music factory.
Yeah.
What the heck was his name?
I can't think of his name either. I got the old age thing going, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was real good friends with him, but I can't remember his name. That's
Wasn't
crazy.
his name Freeman or something?
No, what was his name? I'll think of it in a minute now that somebody said it. Now it'll pop in my head in about 2 or 3 minutes. It's a delayed reaction, when you get a certain age, you think about it and then it hits you later, It's it's kind of strange how the brain works after you get a certain age. But
I don't know.
That's who I used to take my stuff to, because I didn't know you at the time. So.
I've been knowing him for years. I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of his name.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way it is when you're not thinking of somebody and you hadn't thought of somebody in a long time. You just don't remember their name because they haven't been on your mind, It's kind of weird.
Was it Steve something?
We don't store memory like we used to. It's really different. It's hard to get used to, especially being a tech. It's really hard to get used to when you're trying to remember all the stuff you did and all the repairs and what you did to repair a unit, and listening
There you
to
go.
listening to the problem of the amp or the keyboard or whatever you're working on, and then you're trying
Look
to
at that picture.
figure out what's going on, and then what did I do 10 years ago to fix that problem?
Yep.
And I've been fortunate because I still remember all that because I do it daily. But
I'd hate to have to rewire that.
I'll tell you, you're talking
I
about
was just
rewiring.
thinking the same thing.
Okay, so that's that's the inside of the 58, the Hammond organ sitting here.
That's fucking crazy. That is
That's
crazy.
inside the
That's
cheek,
all
right?
original.
Can
There's
you
nothing-
still get those tubes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You can go on eBay and they got them.
Oh,
Well, you can buy on eBay, or you can know very, very, very good sources that have really good connections, and one of them's on the panel right now, Twin City Sound. So
Exactly.
he can get you pretty much. I can't speak for Dennis, but he can get you through. I'll guarantee you. There's the tubes in this organ, everything in there. At this point is original. The preamp tube is a Telefunken.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it it's raining over there in the Carolinas now, Babette says.
Is that where she lives here in the Carolinas?
yep.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yep. Near Greensboro area.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
That looks like the knob and tube they did in Toronto there about maybe 10 or 15 years ago. They had to change out the electrical system. The electricians make a fucking fortune. If you know about it anyway. Saying.
So basically, they're not making any new ones. They're just, you have to know somebody that can get the old ones that are still around and good.
Yeah. And it's amazing, that you'll have a tube in that 1958 Hammond B3. And I mean, I'm not sure, you correct me if I'm wrong, Big Blues, but don't you have some original tubes in that?
That one right there, the only tube in that one, the Telefunken is vintage,
Yeah.
but to the left of the center of that preamp, there's a very bright tube there. There's a Sylvania sitting in there from the same era, but that's
Wow.
the 12BH7 output tube. So that's that one is the Sylvania. That's the yellow label Sylvania.
Yeah, GE Sylvania. General Electric was the original parent company. The original tube amp design, General Electric. Believe it or not, most of the early tube amps that came out for commercial use and personal, was a General Electric design. Sylvania GE, so they've been around for a long time. Well, not anymore, but
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably a lot more compact now, I guess.
But but you can with the right sources, with the right people, you can pretty much get what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can find new old stock or used stock. It's out there. You just have to pay a lot of money for it.
You bet.
Would you want to get used old stock, because that'd be a lot of money, right?
Well, it depends. Like I said, like he was talking about his Telefunken in there, those tubes, they at one time just the preamp tube was over 150, 200 bucks. You know, just for the tube, you know, the 12AX7s or the 12AYs or whatever. You couldn't get one for less than, you know, 60, 80 bucks, you know, on the used market. But it just depends, you know, everything is down in price now because nothing's selling, you know.
No, nobody got
yeah. You could probably get it cheap right now, but
well, that's for the rich people, right? You know. So.
Yeah, I
Remember
back when I had a Ampeg Classic, me and Marty Hill sitting on the floor in his living room, and he had already ordered the tubes, and we put 6 brand new matching tubes in that puppy.
the 6550s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a matching set that we bought. Yep. I think it was around $300 or something like that. Maybe more today. This was
it's about you know, you might find a used set. I mean, you can buy the Chinese tubes now. They're probably about 380 a set, 400 a set, but the good tubes are around six or 700 for a quintet like that. Yeah, for 6. They're about $100 a piece. They're averaging about 90 to $100 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
everybody's looking for.
I repair about 2 or 3 of them a month. You know, on a good month. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for something old so they can sell it later. It's, you know, I've seen it from my, you know, and then it asked me, oh, what was this guy got? You know, you got to shave. Oh, what kind of razors is he selling? I'm like, fuck up, man. I know what you're about, right? You know, because he just going, I want to buy it, and then I'll fucking save it and give it to my relatives, and they'll sell it too. You know what
I mean? I don't know if you knew, Dennis. I got a 1969 Ampeg V4. You know,
right.
V4. Yeah.
Convertible. Is that the convertible?
In near mint condition. No, it's
oh yeah, I know
cabinet.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, the 215 cabinet.
Yeah, and they only made them that 1 year in 1969. If you go on Ampeg, there's a story about the Rolling Stones touring the U.S. in 1969. And Ampeg made all these amplifiers for them.
Right.
And sold as many as they could to the public.
And when you got that limited edition, if you keep it up in good shape and whatever.
Yeah. It's got covers on it.
You're getting a good deal if you want a DVD. Something later on in life, right?
Yeah.
I got an old 70s SVT head, and
that's what I just told you about the guy with, you know, hey, we're down the barbershop. Oh yeah, what's he got down there? Oh yeah, he got. He's selling. Like, fuck, I knew what he was. I knew what he was getting at, right? I said, fuck off, man. You're a fucking idiot. You know, like, fuck off, man. Like, you're using me to get to him. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who are we talking about?
No. It's the same way with an amp, right? You know, same way with an amp. You got the amp, right? You might fix the amp or whatever, but I'm saying if you got the original amp and it's original, it's going to sell more, and you might repair it, right? Okay, so you're getting in there or whatever, but
What? Blackwatch, what's happening? Welcome into the green room. Good to see you in here.
sorry.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, I'm just saying the original amp that he got is better than the one that he fixed. I'm just saying if it's good, it's good, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to preserve the original one, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to preserve it with original parts.
What I'm comparing it to is the guy saying to me, "Hey, yeah, the guy's 70 years old. You know, he's got all this shit down here. You know, the straight razors and everything, right? And everything. Oh, is he selling it? Like, fuck off, man. You're fucking using me to get to him. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I
see that I see that when people come say, well, I had the Hammond organ and a company came down to fix it and they said, oh, we don't have good luck with any of this old junk, but sign right here on this contract and we'll put a whole brand new organ. And this is what they were doing for a while at a lot of churches throughout this region. And that is not good business. But they take the vintage gear like this B3, one like this, and then they'd flip that for parts and triple their money.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
That's just like doing sound systems for churches and stuff, and they'll upgrade their sound systems, and they'll yank out Lexicon reverbs and delays, PCM series, just, oh, you don't need this old stuff, and they'll yank it out, and they'll keep it, and they'll turn around and sell it for $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah.
So
I got a funny story about that. Was it what religion and what was it, Catholic? Are they selling out? Are they selling out and they giving it to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean, right? Okay, hey, take that fucking shit out of there. Well, at least we get something on there, right? And then after a while, right, and the fucking no one goes to the church and they fucking burn it down or whatever. And then not even burn it down, I've seen people going in the fucking buildings, take the fucking copper out, man. Fuck, man. Unreal. I'm just saying.
Shit, all Detroit practically was stripped of its copper. When all the houses were empty and everybody went in there.
Well, you know what they did down there, and you know what they did down there? They fucked up your motor industry down fucking there. That's what they did.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, I know about Motown down there in Detroit. A lot of black people and everything. And, they fucked up.
It has nothing to do with the color. It has everything to do with the color of the money.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
It's green, right? Yeah. I'm just saying, when the money's not there, they go somewhere else, right?
Yep, and all the poor people are left behind, and they get the blame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you get nothing for fucking nothing, eh? But when it rebuilds up again, like you said, motor one time, Detroit will come back again. It will. I don't know.
It will.
You're fucking right, it will. Okay.
Maybe not as strong, but it will be still solid people.
Well,
Sure.
I think it all depends. I think it all depends on what happens in the next 6 months. If we don't we might not even have a country in 6 months if they keep giving it away. But
Yeah, you're giving a lot of money away over there, guys.
well, they're giving the money to everybody in the world and taking it from us, man. That's stupid.
No, your
Mhm.
government's giving the money away, right? To give to other people to make fucking wars and all that bullshit.
Well,
That's my opinion, and I'm just an asshole, and everybody has an asshole, right? So that's why, and that's why I say, well, I think that. Well, I don't think that. I believe that,
mhm.
right? Because everybody's got an answer for fucking everything, right? Because when you say something, right, there's another person saying, "Oh, well, well, you know what? Fuck you, man. Just believe in what you want to believe in."
Well, we did have this discussion the other night about no matter what, when it comes down to it, any war there is, the only people that die are the poor people.
Yeah,
And the people that profit from it
it's
keep
called
moving
collateral
on.
damage, right? Because your fucking government sending in your people in to fucking destroy everything. It doesn't mean it doesn't. People, fucking buildings, whatever. Stay away from the nuclear stuff or whatever, and whatnot.
Oh, that's a
Chemical factory, blow them fucking up, right? Like Russia's doing.
that's just
Fucking
like in
dump
Russia.
it in there, and even still, I mean, they were Russia before anyway.
Hmm.
You don't want to fuck with Russia, man. You don't think that Russia and the USA got the same technology? I guarantee they do. I bet 10 years of my life on it they do.
We're a little more advanced.
What's that?
Yeah,
We're a little more advanced.
Who?
A lot.
Russia?
We
the
are.
Obama administration give away a lot of our technology.
Yeah, that's not.
All right,
You're not
all
going.
right, hold up, hold the fuck up, hold up.
Sorry.
We're in the green room.
That's right.
We come here to chill, please. I'm not like other channels. There's also a couple of comments in the chat back. Chill it out.
Might be in my chat.
No, it's cool. It's all good. I'm real easy. I'm very real easy here.
Okay.
But that's why we're all in here. We're in here
the
to
conversation's
to
fine, it's
vibe
just
and,
the volume.
we know it sucks. Okay? It absolutely sucks.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is the purpose of why this room is here. We don't mention names. We don't kick dirty dogs when they're down.
That's right.
And we want to all be in here. We want to just, what you like to do in life. That's where we're at here.
Well, it's free
Carry
will.
on. Carry on. We're all good.
No, I'm just saying it's free will to everybody, right? So, I mean, you can go to any channel you want.
I hear you. I feel you.
So I even blocked out a lot of channels there last night, man. I got pissed off, man. I said, fuck it, I ain't coming back. And that's the truth. I will not come back. They think I'll come back, but I ain't coming back. Just saying. They can clip it, do whatever the fuck they want with it. I don't really care. And I'm a Canadian. And I support Americans, right? You know what I mean? Keep your fucking guns, man. Because when this
I don't support Americans. And I'm one.
I'm probably like 2 hours from you. Eh? I'm probably like 2 hours from you.
There you go, Les. That's good.
Okay, with your friend, that's for life.
I like that tune, Les.
The church bell's ringing.
Is that your guitar setting?
That's how I vent it out. And that's why we vent it
Yeah.
out. We put it into music. We put it in because we
That's
don't
cool.
direct objectives at anybody. Because you know what? It's not worth it in the end. We're all in this together.
Together. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but nobody can get together because they're all.
Everybody's bitching about something.
Yeah.
There,
Well,
time.
if people are gonna have ideas, like you said, never gonna,
Well,
That's
that's
just-
that's the secret there.
Yeah.
Ideas. When
Yeah.
it's talking at each other, that's
Yeah.
not a debate.
That's yeah.
When you're coming up with a solution, you can sit here and tell me all the problems and who did what, but keep it equal and let's figure out how to fix it.
Well, there's an old
Instead
saying.
of saying,
There's
fuck
an
it,
old
we're gonna
saying.
go to war.
There's two things you don't talk about, and that's politics and religion.
See, you know what? Then I don't agree with that.
Well,
I agree
I
that
don't
it
either,
causes-
but I don't either. But if you're online with somebody else and you're, and it's just rules of the
It's gonna
channel. I
cause
mean,
strife.
you got to respect
Yeah.
the channel there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I have my own opinions, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Spout them off. Unless I'm on my own channel, I'll do that on my own channel, maybe, but not. Not somebody else's. We all go by the. The standards that we're supposed to. When somebody else's.
There's no standards. No. Then you're living in your free speech. So there you go. So that's rule one that you broke.
We went past the standard
Black
stage.
Watch is in the basement. Turn that camera on.
Yeah, he'll usually at least show this. You don't always. Well, I don't want to say nothing.
And when you block them out and put them backstage, that's their freedom of speech saying over your freedom of speech. So that's not.
There ain't no fucking, pardon my French, but there ain't no freedom of speech here. We're in Jay Blues's man cave. It's his rules, not your constitution.
That's right. That's what I'm just saying, right? When you go on YouTube, and if he wants to block my free speech out, he can put me backstage, right?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah.
You know. So where's the freedom of speech then?
You never have had freedom of speech. I don't care if you go up somewhere and say you got all the freedom of speech in the world, but you go outside and you walk down to the gas station and you talk shit to the guy that just had a bad day and you don't know him. and see how much freedom of speech he tolerates.
Well, he don't know me because I got a fucking
That's
gun.
not the point. The point is everybody, not you, everybody acts like they have this freedom of speech. You ain't got the right to say whatever you want to me
Well,
because you wouldn't do it to my face.
actually pick up.
Blackwatch, I can't. Hang on. Just 1
1
second.
second, Steve. 1
Hold
second,
on,
Steve.
1 second, brothers. Hold on. Blackwatch, I can't see you, and I can't go buy a logo, brother. And Blackwatch, you were on a couple of days ago on Motor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the green
This is-
room, we got to be we're strict here because we
That-
want to be. But we're
That's what-
easy. But we just want to, man, I
Is
know
that-
you're trying to do something. I hope that's you, brother. If it's you, I'm
Is
going to
that
let you
the view?
right up.
Well, is that the view you're seeing, just stealing?
Am I what?
Are you just seeing above him like?
Yeah.
That's usually him. Put your overlay up and let him talk. If it's not him, throw him in the basement. If he does, whoever's voice you hear, if it's not him, throw him down. That's what I usually do. But that's what Blackwatch does. I didn't want to say it on the panel because now if anybody wants to imitate him,
I heard.
I only see
I heard about Blackwatch there the other night. I think I might have heard on the Canadian thing there, and they wear masks. They don't want to be.
yeah.
I don't really know. Like I'd have to go back and check and then let you know again.
I've seen his face.
It's
I'm going to bring up Blackwatch and go ahead and talk.
Yeah, it's me. I played around with the camera. I put a light on. I don't know,
Welcome in, brother. Well, I'm sorry, brother, to be that way, but we got to be.
I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. You have to. You got no choice today. For the last year and a half, it's been that way. Nothing you can do about it. Anyway, sorry, I was moving the camera around, but you couldn't pick me up. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know when you come up in the basement, I usually just see above you.
I put it down.
Yeah, that's a man.
But anyway,
I'm talking about Blackwatch the movement. Is this
Oh,
what
okay.
Is
No,
this what you're talking about? Or
Yeah,
there's
his
a
name is Blackwatch next to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you now. All right. And no, but this other guy in Canada said he was saying something about black something or whatever, and then they're holding.
You're welcome, Babette.
How you doing, Babette? What are you doing up this early or late?
I'm going to get something cold in here. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Oh, what I was saying though, I think our society has come to a point where everybody wants to be right, and I understand. There's a lot of biased opinion. Everybody's biased in a certain degree, and there's too much confrontation instead of getting along. Nobody wants
Yeah,
to get along.
well-
Everybody wants everybody to see it their way.
Well, that's just being human. Everybody
That's
wants
being
their
an
way.
individual.
Yeah,
That's being an individual. Yep. But
And
that's
there's
not the
nothing-
way for
yeah.
society to progress.
Well, it's not wrong for people to have an opinion.
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's just
Oh,
and,
yeah,
so
it is because opinions are assholes, and we all
Well,
have one. So, our
Yeah, but
opinions
once in a
mean
while, you
nothing.
might find a good one.
No, I've never heard one yet because you got an asshole. I have my opinions. It might be different. So there you go.
Yeah, but okay, but 70% of the stuff.
think about it, you just got to believe it. And when you believe it,
70
it might come true.
70% of the stuff that we're taught and do are basically the same thing. You wash your ass,
Idiot.
you fucking brush your teeth, you get a drink of water, you cook your food, you go to work, you sweep your floors, mow your lawn, you pour your drink just as much as I do.
Yeah.
Robots.
I mean,
robots.
I ain't no robots around here.
No, but that's what they make you do. They make you be a
Actually,
Oh,
I actually do have a robot. It's a Hero robot from back in the day.
an older one?
Yeah, it's the Hero. I think the first unit that came out, the Edmund Scientific. Was it Edmund Scientific or was it
I remember those things now that you're saying.
I can't remember if it was Edmund Scientific or there was another
machines down
Whoops! I didn't even
company, Benton Harbor, Michigan. Heathkit.
Okay.
Who is it?
Island.
Yeah, Heathkit had them. They had the first computer kits out on the market, and they had the first robotics kits. And these were actually like R2 units, like in the Star Wars things, in the
You
Star
said
Wars
Benton
series.
Harbor? Did you say Benton Harbor?
Benton Harbor, Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where it is. I know where it is.
Yeah, Benton Harbor was they had like I said, I just called the name of the company. Heathkit.
Don't Google it.
They used to sell kits. You could get amplifier kits. Just anything you wanted. They had kits, scientific kits, electronic kits. Anything you wanted was in a kit form, and you purchased it from them, and then you built it yourself. That was back in the 70s.
See, that's the one thing about Detroit. It was, I've said it multiple times, it was the 6th biggest manufacturing fucking GDP of the world. If you needed a part for something, it was in this area.
I tell you, a lot of the companies were there, and I ordered a bunch of stuff from there, electronics and stuff, back in the day, when I was, like I said, that was probably 74, 73, 74 when I bought my first. It was a Heathkit. It was a computer. It was the H8 computer. It was the first computer kit, one of the first computer kits on the market. And it was like an 8080A processor, basic language, and it used a cassette drive for memory, for a hard drive. It didn't have a hard drive. It had a cassette drive,
Wow.
And that's what you stored memory on. And it was, it was,
that's like prehistoric.
Hexadecimal programming, octal programming with the ones and the zeros, and so it was.
Now
it was pretty neat.
You're going into NASA.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I applied to when I was in college in the back then. When I was young, I applied to 2 or 3 places for to get a job after I was graduated or was going to graduate, and one of the places was NASA, and I was going to be a mission payload specialist, but they I called them and sent them my resume. They said, yeah, just finish your degree in one of the sciences. And I said, well, electronics, so I studied electronics and computer science back then, but I never did follow through with that. But, they said I could be a mission payload specialist, but I'm glad I didn't, because that would have probably put me on one of the one that blew up, so I wouldn't want to be on that one.
Remember that one? How many was that? 10?
When was that?
And
It wasn't that.
they were all different nations too, right? I remember that one.
Yeah.
Was it 86 or 87? I forget.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have.
They
I would have.
do.
I would have
still
done.
lived in Florida at the time
Yeah.
before I moved here to the Carolinas.
I was driving down the road and looked up in the sky and seen it coming in. And which are you talking about? The one that blew up, taking off, or the one that come in on reentry and blew up?
Oh,
No,
that
went
came.
up. The
The one that went up with the lady on it.
Yeah, yeah,
The Challenger.
the Challenger.
Yeah.
I remember watching that thing.
I
you doing,
forgot
Alicia?
all about the one on reentry. I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, I seen that one come in.
Welcome in, Elisa, to the green room.
The one on reentry. I seen that
I
one.
don't even know about that one. Was that after the first one that I mentioned?
There was the first one. Yeah, I watched it come in. I was actually in Louisiana, northeast Louisiana, right there between Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi and Arkansas. And I looked up coming down the highway and I seen just balls of fire coming down and splintering off. Seen it when it was coming back in. And I said, man, that's crazy.
That was the one with all the missing tiles, and they just couldn't leave it in orbit anymore.
Right.
They had to bring it in.
They tried to bring it in and it didn't hold up.
It burnt up on re-entry.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that one.
I've seen the video before, but
yeah. I seen it when it happened. It was just awful. I knew what was going on when I seen it. I knew what was going on. I said, oh my, it's just like when the other one, when the Challenger blew up, I was watching that on TV and I said, oh my God, they're still in that capsule on the bottom of the ocean. I knew I knew they were on the bottom of the ocean inside, because what happens is that module, it's like a box, it breaks away and it separates and it comes down by itself, and it went to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly what happened there too. They were still alive in that thing when it hit the water.
Are you
That's the one. That's the Challenger one.
Are you talking about the one back from the moon?
Say again?
With that.
Hello?
Yeah. Which one? Which one was that?
Well, there's a lot of Apollos or whatever, right? And a lot of movies. Whatever. I don't know what. The only one I know about is the one that went up there. There was like 10 different countries, and they went up and it blew up. It went like
That's
this.
the Challenger. That was the Challenger. Yeah.
Okay. Now the other one you're talking about, you're saying it hit the water?
Yeah, there was that one. I think that was the one that went up when it exploded. When it blew apart, actually the module came back down that they were in, and it hit the ocean and went down into the ocean. And there was a lot of people speculating that they were still alive, and they just went down into the ocean, and they couldn't rescue them. It was too deep. It was too deep to get them out.
Listen to me, Rick. Okay, now listen to me. How fast did it come down in the ocean? Like, did it come down like fucking really fast? Slow? It had the parachute open? Like,
well,
that was before the Apollo. That was before the Apollo series. That was after Saturn, wasn't it? Rockets.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
just saying.
You're talking.
If it's going down hitting water, you're fucking dead right there on the spot.
Yeah.
It's just
well, it
like
depends.
fucking taking a plane down. It's like taking a plane down and going in the ground. Okay.
No, well, that's not. Those things were built. They were built. They were built to take an impact. It's just like if that one hadn't been up in the air that long when it exploded.
No, it was only like about maybe what was it, like 30 seconds, 40 seconds?
Yeah, that was the one that we had the seal, the seal around the fuel tank that exploded.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And then they went down and they hit the water, and there was a lot of
No,
people that speculated that they went down, you know, to
Hold
the
on
and they
a
couldn't get
second.
them out, you know.
No, hold on a second. If it went up and then it exploded or did, how can it come back down?
It did. The fuselage came back down. The fuselage came back down and hit the water. They were trying to get them out, and they couldn't get them out because the water was too deep.
Go on, Ringo.
I don't know anything about that. Never heard nothing.
Well, I think the one place where you're confused, Steve, is when
Yeah,
once they detect that there's a malfunction, I think it automatically separates the
Yeah.
the module
the
from
module separates
the ship.
and comes down separately.
Okay, then
Yeah.
motor, right? Why did they even let them go up then? Hello?
What?
Why did they let them go up?
Malfunction on the ground. Why did they let them go up?
Why did the Wright brothers try to fly?
Okay.
I mean,
No. Okay.
In the experiment?
There.
In the experiment?
Jay Bluth was going to say something.
No, actually, in no way anything in any areas of disinterest in a bad way. The Russian cosmonaut
That land on the ground.
final
Yeah, I got-
communications upon realizing that reentry was going to be a complete malfunction failure, and he told them, and these recordings are up on YouTube, you can find him, he was cussing
died,
out
right?
the space agency on the ground because they knew that nothing would work upon reentry. It's like, holy shit. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why he fucking died on re-entry, I guess. Did you ever see him after the or was it a double?
That's okay. You know, I respect the analogy. I mean, what they showed the public, he was basically the size of a cigarette.
Could have been propaganda. I know USA used propaganda. Everybody used propaganda. The news is propaganda, man. Come on, man. We all know this.
So then why watch it? Okay. Instead, why? Let me ask you something. Instead of complaining about it, then why watch it? Why even exercise that you know that's what it is? Because the thought process, it all comes in through your eyes and through your ears, and that's how.
It's all how this processes it.
Well, you're living a dream like in America. You know, you might
No,
make it
it's not a
rich.
dream. No.
Well, George Carlson
See,
told me that one time.
there's one thing when people, I see a lot of people doing this nowadays. Everything's a fucking lie. Everything's not true. Well, the one thing I've always found out to be true in life, there's a little truth in every lie.
Yeah. Probably more truth in the lie than the lie itself.
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what the
Well,
big
see,
lie
that's
was?
a thing with schools these days. They teach, you know,
That's
what they want to teach. They don't teach the truth half the time. So we got a bunch of village idiots running around nowadays, and you know.
And all them people that got the needles, you're indoctrinated too because they grew up like that too. Okay, so it's the same kids your kids going to school, they're going to get indoctrinated. Fucking what the fuck you got?
I think Todd wants us to play green.
Play what?
Dreams.
Dreams.
It's a song that Jay Blues and I do.
Oh, you guys do dreams?
Oh yeah.
Not
If you
the
don't
Fleetwood
know
Mac
the
cover.
dream, you're not in America.
Now we do the hatchet
Remember
version.
Charles Carlton
Oh, okay.
saying, "If you're
Yeah.
fucking in America, you're fucking really dreaming." Okay. And Motor knows what I'm saying.
No.
I
I
don't
know
even
a lot of
know
people
what
think like
you're
that.
saying.
I think a lot of people have too much expectation and not enough motivation.
Yeah. That's why I'm waiting on my plumbing here for fucking 6 weeks. They got no motivation.
That's part of the problem all the time.
Well, once you get a certain age, you lose a lot of your motivation.
Oh,
That
they're
is true.
waiting for the dream. They're waiting for
Yeah,
the dream
that's
to
just not.
come true from America to make the part, which there's nothing there. They get it from fucking China. They ship it over to China and America. And they ship it. They charge you 6 times more. That's your American fucking dream.
That's fucking capitalism at its fucking finest.
Fucking back, Jack.
Well,
Are we done with that, Steve? What's up? Are we
Yeah,
done?
Steve needs some rest.
It doesn't last forever either, right?
He needs to smoke a joint instead of drinking all the beer.
Yeah.
Table right now, it should be lasting me for fucking my lifetime. Why would I want to pay for another one for? What the fuck is your
Settle him
dream?
down, Blackwatch. Fucking, you're a Canadian, ain't you? Settle this honorary one down.
I'm sorry about nothing when
No.
I say it. I just say it is the way it is.
What's the
Batman.
word me and use?
Yeah.
Right, Bat. Yeah, we do the hatchet version.
Yeah.
I played in a group up in just up out of the Dakotas, and up there you did the Greg Allman version, but we do the hatchet version down here.
I think we tried the Allman Brothers version at one time.
Well, I've played it plenty of times,
Yeah.
but
I think we've done it before.
but the hatchet version
Yeah.
is.
Well, I went to the barber the other day, and he said he got robbed there or whatever, right? He tried. Some young punk come in there, and they tried. He came in with a knife, and I said, "You want my money? Let me get it." And he came in with a fucking hatchet and said, let's go. I left. He had the bigger gun. And this is a 72-year-old person with a 15-year-old guy or a 20-year-old guy. So.
Okay, Motor,
Yes, sir.
let the Canadians rant. You know how much money I get for being a consulate and the negotiating rights of Canadians on panels? I'm guilty.
Hey, we all get a little cantankerous from time to time. I understand.
I love America, man. I
you're
love
from
it.
Canada.
Come on over and invade. We're commies over here anyway. Fucking come on in.
No,
man.
you guys are far from commies. You're running under a parliament.
I do, you know.
If you call yourself commies, if you call yourself a commie, you're the one dreaming. You guys are part of a parliamentary system.
No, I
Remember that.
said we're
You are
commies.
run by a king or a
I didn't
queen.
say I was.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. You don't have. We understand you. perfectly at the lower level.
This is constructive. Go ahead. Just,
Yeah,
yeah.
so keep it
No
low.
yelling. No yelling. Come on, man. No yelling. But it's constructive. Ain't nobody gonna hurt no one here.
Hey, I said we're commies over here. I didn't say I was.
No,
Right?
farthest from the truth.
Annex the country and give me my gun. Right? Right?
Maybe pick up that history book.
Okay? I liked that. That's why I like your American Constitution. You know, your gun, freedom of speech, and you know, I don't know how many you got. What do you got? 20, 30, 40? I really didn't go through them all.
You talking about Amendment 27? What is it?
What's number 19? Impeachment? Holy fuck, man.
Well, that's the one. No, we won't go into all that. There's too much. That's too recent. That's too recent. That's very volatile, such a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying that. Like, fuck, man. Somewhere it's got to end. You know, true freedom is when you're dead, right? You're not really free in the real world here.
The realization of it.
Dreaming, eh?
The realization of it is, if you look back through every empire, every movement, every crusade. Now, can I talk for a second, please?
And they will be conquered. Go ahead.
Everyone that has gone through the last centuries, you can go back certain time periods where there's movements of one socialist movement or a nationalist movement or a religious movement. Everything is done in the same kind of order, but a different form of government or belief is pushing the agenda. And we keep going through that process because we're all different.
Well,
And everybody wants to fight and take their own. That's the problem.
The problem we got is globalist is running this whole shebang, and they're the ones that put all this stuff. Yeah, they do actually. They put all this stuff on us.
It's the same thing as the last century.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree, but this, like Genghis Khan, Hitler, they were all globalists. They were all rulers.
I'm talking about 20th century stuff.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. It's the same repetitive thing.
Right. But
we had this movement that we're having now.
Well, the last 150 years, 200 years, you know, we've had 11 or 12 families that has run everything and owned everything. And they're the ones that put out this propaganda and say, you live this way and you live this way and you live this way. You all have different functions and different way you live. You know, you have different societies, and, you know, some people progress and some people don't. Look over in the Middle East, you've got people that are still in the 3rd millennium BC, you know what I'm saying? They don't have any education. They're just, you know, what they are. You know, people, they keep them. That's how communism and socialism destroys everything. They keep people stupid and dumb. They don't let them learn anything. That's just, you go through history and you'll see that.
Okay,
you know?
that's a good point. But I want to hear where Motor was headed. I want to let him finish.
Yeah, let Motor finish.
Well, I forgot where I was going to pick up back on, but
well, you were relating to Genghis Khan.
Yeah,
well, every
Genghis Khan blood too, man.
Right now, we are Genghis Khan. Pardon me for yelling, but it's hard to talk over.
We're family here.
We are the one pushing a global agenda. So if anybody wants to talk globalists, we, us, Americans, are the ones pushing a global agenda.
Okay, so right there says it all. Right there. We are pushing a globalist agenda. Let it lay at that.
Yeah. It's not, I wouldn't say that everybody, I wouldn't say that all Americans are doing that. I would say
Yes.
that the people in power are doing that. Just like
Well-
Hitler. Just like Hitler, just like Genghis Khan, whoever's in power is doing it. And they're
I
shoving it
wasn't
on the
relating
people.
it to just the people.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's just the people. I would say that it's the majority of the people that are controlling everything. That's
Well,
what
it's
I'm getting
always
at.
the majority. We're a democracy. 51% wins.
Yeah.
The majority.
Well, actually, we're
I
Republic.
meant that because big corporation and big pharma are
Yeah.
pushing a globalist agenda.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're the ones
Yep.
that's pushing
I
it.
think
And
that's where
Big industry.
what MCM was saying, it's just like earlier with the jobs, which we don't want to go into that, but 30 years ago, they were already marching off out of
Right.
this
Yep.
country.
Yes, they were.
We were viewing it as just strictly a labor issue.
right.
I can have 5 baseballs made here for $10. If I make them over there, I get 500.
Right.
Yeah.
For the same price, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
you're exactly right, because they shipped off all the fucking manufacturing over there, right? And then when they shut you off, you're fucked.
Yeah. And it's like the auto industry. We could buy cars here at one time probably for less than $5,000. And you guys were, let's say if you lived in Oregon or New Mexico, you're probably paying eight to 10,000 for the same thing. We had it here though. You know,
I remember
It
when
was-
you guys were paying a little over $2,000 for a new car.
For a motor,
Yeah.
motor. You've been there almost all your life, right? Motor.
I've been here all my life. I was born here in '66.
Right.
Okay, buddy.
Hello, Kitty. Welcome in. Green room.
I was born in '65, but and listen, were you working in a car plant? You were making fucking good money.
No, I have friends that all kinds. Their families have. One thing about the Ford industry and GM and that, if back in the day, you had to know somebody. You had to get a referral from
Yeah.
somebody to
Right.
get in. You couldn't just walk in the front door and get an application.
Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Hey, Kitty,
Motor. Let me
I'm
give you.
listening. I'm listening.
Let me give you an example. Okay, you got your government up here. Oh, I need a referral. All right, there's your referral, and they steal the fucking money.
You know, the one thing is mankind is always run on some form. I might not be using the correct terminology, but nepotism is all run on family and friends. Everything.
That's where you're going to get your jobs.
No,
and
it's always. It's
It's
just
always
like the music business. It's who you know.
Yep.
It's in Hollywood. It's who you know.
That's where you're going to get your jobs and money from your family and friends.
You look at royal families.
For a fucking job, you ain't fucking probably going to get one.
And that's okay, and that's the same analogy that Dennis was saying. Yeah, it's on a level of who you know, which comes down to usually a family tie,
Hmm.
and it's always been like that.
Well, the government, they got
Well,
family ties, and they got
a good analogy of that would be a union. You know, an organized party, a union.
no,
They would do the
they're
same thing. If you had to go through a union to get a good job.
Yeah, you had to know somebody in the union or whatever.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's an organized mafia.
Well, you look at all the oldest civilization was
Thank
the
you, Star.
Qin or the Ming family or whatever. I mean, that's the oldest civilization. Chinese, the 3,500 years ago. It was family oriented.
The Ming Dynasty.
Ming Dynasty. Maybe that's the one. Okay, but
Uh,
yeah, it goes back that far.
Probably goes. I would say that it goes back farther, but that's another story for another
Yeah,
night.
well, I'm talking society and as a civilization. I'm saying as a civilization.
No, yeah, I was talking about civilizations. They go way back. But I'll digress on that one because I'll wait till another night when we discuss civilizations. But
I can agree with you, but I'm going by written or
yeah,
memory.
I know what you're doing. I'm totally with you. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
But I do agree with you. There was probably civilizations before.
Yeah, there's always been civilizations before the others. As far as we know, and
Civilization.
it's just like if they they're saying, well, this happened 10,000 years ago. This happened 12,000 years ago. Well, they really don't know. They weren't there.
Yeah.
And they say, well, we have carbon dating. Well, who the frick made that up? I mean, yeah, okay.
Gotta remember, they're the experts.
Scientific.
You can do dating though by the rings of the trees.
You can do. It's just like it's just like oil shale in the ground or oil.
Yes.
They say that's old, dinosaurs or trees that are rotted and all vegetation that has become oil. Well, they've done proved that it only takes, it don't take 1,000,000 years for that to happen. It only takes a few years for that to happen.
Well, see, that's why when they first discover something, they do guesstimates. They do guesstimates.
Yeah, and everything, and that's the whole thing. You just said it right there. Everything is a theory.
Yeah.
It's based on a theory, and everything is a theory because they really can't prove it because they weren't there. you know, I'm just being, I could be.
We know it was over there, but we just don't know where.
That word you were using earlier, facetious, I'm probably being facetious.
No,
I'm just kidding, man.
No, I totally get it. You're right.
But yeah, I mean, I delve into the history thing a lot, and ancient civilizations and stuff like that. So I do a lot of that kind of stuff, in my spare time. So
carbon dating pretty well proved it conclusively.
Yes.
Governments don't want you to do nothing. They want you to fucking obey them and everything like this, and you're a good society person.
There's always for everything.
They want you to go to fucking
war. I agree with those.
Go to war for them. Go to war.
Bang.
Thank you.
No, he's just in the basement. Everyone, calm down. We're here.
I'm just kind of being quiet because I didn't think that this.
You saw it coming. Come on now, Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
You heard the little.
To be honest,
church time.
Little music. Tone it down.
That always tones it down.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Even the dog
Is that
will
my,
go.
yeah.
is that my dog back there?
No, that's my dog. Yeah, it's Blue.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Lester's dog.
They
Nope.
Jay Blues, that wasn't your dog, was it?
No, that was mine.
Okay.
Ah,
He's in his place. He's actually
He's in his place?
He's right in front of his stuff down by the keyboard monitor. So he's
Wow.
hanging out down there. He's got his little setup going.
that's true.
So,
And
mine's
that was
still-
with the front door open, Dr. Nick.
Yeah. Yep.
well,
In here, we respect us. I want to see this, Steve. Man, I know you're going to take this so freaking personally for no reason at all.
love my dog.
I feel you, Steve, and you know it. But man, chill pill, man, chill out. Play the guitar.
I don't
Yeah.
talk politics and religion
Well, that
because
yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I said earlier.
Argument.
That's what I said earlier.
But it's not, and it doesn't even need to be brought up because
That's right.
everyone's here for the same reason. We're just hanging.
Yeah, we're trying to get away from that stuff.
I was happy you were up here. You know, I was able to show the guts of the Hammond organ, and
There you go. I like that too.
It was
I just like coming over here and talking music. That's one thing I do.
Yeah.
But as you see, I don't mind talking all the other stuff.
Yeah, I was having
It's
a
all
good
you
time,
do.
a good conversation there with you on the civilizations. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I think that mic crackled before it was.
Yeah, I used to
Let me see if I can fix this here. Here, I'm gonna unplug that. I think the charger caused that problem. Let me see. Yeah, no, I still got half a charge on the phone. So, audio 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't hear any crackle. Do you?
No, I don't hear it.
Okay, cool.
not anymore.
17 in the chat strong. Appreciate you. This is the Green Room, Southside Channel, J Blues B3, down here at the Outpost headquarters. And I'm still stuck on solo screen. I apologize. There we go. Twin City Sound right here. It's Twin City Sound. Hit his channel up. Best tech you'll find this side of the Mississippi. Dr. Nick down below. Black Watch. And the one and only Motor City Maniac.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was my favorite class, was history
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. I mean, I wasn't a big time going to school, but that was one of my favorites.
I think mine was biology. For some reason, I was, you know,
Like cutting frogs open.
I excelled in biology pretty good, and I was just really good at it, and I liked it. I was good at math, but biology was my favorite subject. But
Don't know much about
yeah,
history. Don't know much about biology.
Dude, you said biology?
Don't know how to slide rulers.
Well, I don't even know if they even teach half. They don't teach history anymore. They don't teach, half the classes is social studies, or we had American history, we had social studies, we had geography. They don't teach that anymore.
Civics.
Mm-hmm. That's gone.
Everybody knows politics, but nobody knows what the hell civics is.
Right.
So you did biology then? Is that what you said? Biology?
Yeah.
Say again now?
Did you say you liked the biology?
Yeah, I biology class. That was the sciences. That science and biology. That was. I was really good at it, so I liked it. I was. I'd take the test and I'd pass them like it was nothing. So I really liked it. There was other classes I didn't do well in, but that was one that I actually did really good in. So. I
always thought biology was how to prepare frog legs and stuff for less.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, they teach you big words like monoecious and dioecious and things like that, and subesophageal ganglia, pericaudal cavity. You learn different parts of the body through insects and animals, and then people. It's just one of those things, but that's something they stopped teaching probably unless you're taking it as a, you're gonna if you're gonna graduate in it.
When you go into high school, you get certain picks of
right.
Like they give you 10, 15 classes, and they're like, you got to take 2 of these.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you decide which ones fit you better.
Right.
And that's exactly why I took biology, because it fit me better. So.
And that is one reason why some people don't know history as much as as others, or like biology, as you say.
Right.
I wouldn't know nothing out of it because I took it like the basics.
Right.
That's it. Well, the requirement.
But back when we was younger, though, they, like you said, you had civics, you had American history, geography, social studies, you had all that.
Yeah.
And you learned a full spread of everything. They don't teach you anything anymore compared to what we learned back then.
Yeah, they tried to push it all into one agenda.
Yeah, and that's why I call this generation that we've got now, the so-called Generation Z or whatever it is, useful idiots. That's why I call them. And it ain't their fault. It's because they weren't taught. Yeah. It's just like I was talking about earlier. How other countries that they didn't want their people to learn anything. They kept them downtrodden and dumb for a reason.
Yeah, but I got to bring something up because I've heard that back in the day. Picture this: junior high, 7 to 9, middle school, early 60s, science class, what you call biology. There's a tea desk with a fountain, with a sink, and we're either side, right? And we had Mr. Stokes, who was apparently a scout leader. He also had a 3/16 by 4, looked like 4-foot strap. He also had the brushes with the wood in them. Remember them? And he tried to hit you with it.
Yes.
So back in the day, I got into high school. We had like a business machine. And the guy was a little gay, right? He goes behind one guy. Don't you think it's time you cleaned your fingernails? He turned to him and he said, look, you don't leave me alone. I'm going to punch you in the mouth. The next time he did it, the guy stood up and punched him in the mouth. So back in the day, wasn't that great? So
I got my ass whipped in school several times. I mean, that was the norm back then,
Yeah, I had a best friend. I think we were in like the 4th or 5th grade, and he was actually taking karate lessons back then. Isshinryu Karate. That was one of the early karate schools in America back then. And somebody was picking on him, and I guess the class bully hit him on the head with a book, and his mother walked in about that time to pick him up to take, to go home, It was at the end of the class, and this guy come up and hit him on the head with a book, and his mother jumped up and said, use that damn karate. And he jumped up and he kicked that guy, and he went flying across the room, hit me, went over 2 desks and hit me and knocked me over in my desk and knocked me out of my desk. That was the funny. And guess what? We went to the principal's office, right? And they made me go and they expelled me. And he was trying to tell the principal the whole time, like, no. He didn't have anything to do with it. Well, yes, he did. He was on the ground.
Yeah.
So I got expelled for a day or two over that. But, I didn't mind it because it's funny because I, got to stay home,
Yeah, you can stay home for 3 to 5 days or something.
Yeah, it was usually 3 days was the max, that you unless it was really severe, and then 2 weeks was a bad one,
Yeah.
But usually it would average about 3 days.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 days. 3 days you got expelled in Detroit, and then if you got like a 7-day or more, you had to see the principal. You had to see the principal to get back in
you had to
school.
do makeup work, or you'd be failing at that point,
But you're right. It's a little different. I remember. I do have a photographic memory for some reason. And remember Red Ryder BB gun? They put the kid in a one-piece snowsuit. He couldn't get up. That's how I went to kindergarten. The point is, there was a Mrs. Hudson, and they had the cloakroom, had 2 doors in and out, the old school. And she get to the point, get dressed. She was an old battle axe. I can still see her for some reason. Get dressed. Well, go home. Well, I ended up getting sick. My mother was an little angel, but she went up and saw that woman. You're sending my son home half-dressed in winter? So the parents were active, even from kindergarten. That's my point. They didn't mind going up to school and giving them hell, But,
right. Oh, my mother went up and raised hell with the teachers and the principals a couple of times for doing me wrong. But that happens. You slip through the cracks sometimes, and you get expelled for something you didn't do, and it happens. But
so
not a whole lot you can. But
I mean, in the 60s, I tell a few stories. I don't go on and on. High school, the old schools, you had 2 doors looking at the hall from the classroom, homeroom. We had an old guy that was the vice principal, Richards. They weren't related. Much younger guy, black hair, was Richards. And if he waited to the second door, big deal. He walked the hall. If he didn't, he had an issue.
Hold on, my brother. 1 second. Listen. Let me tell you something. Now you're gonna hear something. I got a mod that I love in this chat. It's gonna take care of you right now. Steve S. Let me give you a piece of advice. You want to unsub? Get the fuck off now. You want to stay? Get off anyway.
What are we talking about? What?
The fuck
Yeah.
out
You know what we
anyway.
say down
Somebody
south?
in the chat.
what
Hold
are you
on.
talking?
What we say down south, take a freight train. Shari, Pat, who's ever wrenching there, take care of that, please.
What's that?
Tell me if somebody doesn't get it out. I'll get it. I just got to go back on my
Don't come
tablet.
in here and say everybody's going to unsub. Take your crap somewhere else. You don't want to sub to Southside, you don't sub.
It's not going to hurt our feelings or his.
Yeah. I'm thankful for everything I've got. So if it's not much, I cherish that. But you're not going to come in the green room and pump crap in here.
See, that's part of the drama that he was saying that he'd get away from. We were talking about how people come into other chats and say certain things. And that's what causes drama.
That causes a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go into people.
That causes it to get steered off course, and then all of a sudden you got a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it.
What's up, Mike Reese?
Mike Reese.
exercise and some freedom. Mike Reese, check his channel out. Good to see you in here, brother.
Oh, I need to. Let's see.
Yeah, that was school days. That was something back in the day. You know, you could actually say that that was actually worthwhile. You know.
Now, let me update Shari real quick. Okay, evidently Steve feels that, you know, he can say what he wants, when he wants, over anyone he wants, talk over anyone he wants, right? You know the deal. All the things that we come here to get away from. And then he's like, well, you know, so what? I'm going to unsub. Go ahead. Get the hell out now. But so is everybody else. Like, okay, go preach it elsewhere. Take freight trains, Steve. So ask any mod in there capable, take care of it. You're not welcome at the green room ever. You're gone. That's it.
Steve.
No dirty language, nothing like that. It's all good. I kind of want to laugh.
Kind of want to laugh, huh?
Char's a little confused, Blues. What do you want?
I don't know. You have the floor, Blackwatch.
Well, I guess my point is, I used to be grade 13. You had to have, this is the point of it all, that to go to university. And I hit the first year of 11. I didn't want calculus and all that. But so did my story. You know, if he got past the door, that was fine. But if he didn't, he picked me, go get your hair cut. Well, right up the strip mall from the school was a barber. He was making a fortune because you had the different long hair greaser. You had the whole thing. So he threw me out. So I thought, fine. I went down to a unisex haircutting salon downtown Toronto. What do you want done? I said, I want a ducktail. They said, what? I said, a ducktail. You want your hair greased back? I said, no, use hairspray. I don't care. So I went back to school. I had jack boots, straight leg jeans, and a leather jacket. I said, you want your 50s back? Here I am. I dumped the hair on his desk. Point was, the 4-year would allow you to think differently. Everything else was, this is Shakespeare. This is what Romeo meant. Learn it. This is what it is. Learn it. Because that's what we were taught to teach you. That's my point. They resisted change, you know. They resisted moving from what was. You see what? Did I make my point? You know,
It's still going on.
Yeah.
Well, in the 5-year marketing and sales literature, I was very at 51. So I went to 4-year and I went to marketing. And I says, this is my business plan. It should work. He says, write it down, put it together. I'll look at it. Literature, I said, what if Romeo was thinking this before, you know, he ran Tybalt through by mistake? He says, go on. I went from 51 to 91 just because they allowed me to think for myself. That's what I think. What they say are facts are never facts. That's my point. Not entirely. But to what you said about what was in a million years ago, to me, carbon dating is solid. That's a pretty good estimate for things. But anyway, there's my little rant.
I will always be a long-haired hippie.
Yeah.
Long-haired people need not apply. That's test.
I was just thinking that, Dr. Nick. Long-haired freaky people need not apply.
I put my hair up under my hat. And I went in to ask him why.
Imagine that.
Hey, it sounds like an echo in the background there.
5-man electrical band from Ottawa. They came to the high school and they said, "You want to go to
You
Ottawa
said you look like.
to a band?" That was them, 5-man electrical band. And the
Great
sign.
song. Signs everywhere. The sun.
Talk,
Did you hear their one?
breaking my mind.
Did you hear their other one?
Hey.
Absolutely right? Did you hear
Well,
the?
you
They
can
did
tell we're showing our age now. Everybody's singing that song at one time.
Did you hear the other one they did? Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right, and I'm wrong. That was the other one.
I know you're right. You bloody well, right?
Yeah, I know that one. I know that one. You bloody well, right?
Dave Blues knows that's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. And he learned it too.
That's great. That's awesome.
It
I like
sounds really good.
that. One of the best intros of all time for a keyboard for keys.
I agree. Supertramp. There you go. Yep.
Well, look at it this way. Take the House of the Rising Sun and take the organ out of it. What do you got?
Yeah. Or like Dreamweaver or
That was Gary Wright.
what was the damn, what's that one song? Blinded by the Light.
Yeah.
Take that out. You might as well take half the song away.
Do you remember a very controversial one? Well, you're born in the 60s.
I got a question about that song. Does anybody understand the lyrics in that song? Blinded by the Light.
It's wrapped up like a deuce.
Yeah.
Why? Well,
Deuce.
I don't get the meaning there, you know.
Deuce, D-U-C-E, the car.
Like
Yeah,
a
the
deuce,
car.
like two, like deuce, like two.
No,
Yes.
it's a deuce.
Not like a douche, but like
Well,
a
the
deuce.
Deuce used to be a car,
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
but that
D-U-C-E.
used to be the
Okay, a
slang
douche, a
word.
car.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
I was having, for a long time, I thought it meant douche. I'm like,
Well,
what
a
the
lot of people
hell?
did. A lot of
You
people
know?
did.
That's like
That was like,
the Beach Boys, Little Poor Deuce, the car.
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
But there was one.
I can see that now. Yeah. So you learn something every day.
There was one in the 60s called Society's Child. You should hear the organ in that at the end.
Yeah, you want a really heavily organ-laden band, Uriah Heep. Take them and pull the keyboards out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's quite a few bands out there.
Uriah Heep and ZZ Top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It was.
Yeah, Uriah Heep was one of my favorite groups back in the day.
They were good.
Society's Child was produced when, the college kids went down to Selma and all that. Come to my door, baby. Face is clean and shining black as the night. My mother went to a nose, but you look so fine. If you listen to the girl, they're telling her not to date the black guy. And at the end of it says, I can't see you anymore, baby. Then
well, I think Neil Young did the same thing,
But then she changes it to, I don't want to see you anymore. That's because the prejudice has been put into her by society. Very cool song.
Who sang Brother Louie? Louie, 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 Louie. Is it Orleans? Was it Orleans?
Who again?
Orleans?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Orleans.
It was some off the wall band. I can't. Something that you don't hear every day. The name. Stories. I think it was the name of the band was Stories. I think it was Stories.
Okay.
Yep. She was black. Black
I'll give you
as
a-
night.
I'll go with I'll get
Whiter than white.
Yeah. Louie.
Mhm. Yep. Took her home. So
I
Then
just
something about his mama and papa. He knew Louis knew right where he stood.
Yeah.
What do you think ever happened to Steve Perry? I found out the truth the other day on a documentary.
He
I
had fucking he had
I've
vocal
seen-
surgery, didn't he? Lost his voice.
I heard that he fell off the stage and broke his hip, but the truth is he liked hiking. He went to Hawaii and fell almost. And they said, you need a hip replacement now. So he said, your journey, I got to have it done. And they said, you got 3 months. He never had it done. He just went away.
Well, he went on his own though. He went on his own.
He did
I've
one
seen
out.
videos, current videos of
Yeah.
him.
He had, I think, vocal surgery. I talked to his daughter before.
Well, there
She was part of a music channel that I was going to.
there was something about he stayed away from women, apparently if he has a daughter, he didn't, but he met some woman and
Who does?
she had a breast cancer survivor, and he asked for her email, and he says, thought it over and said, before I give it to you, I'm going to tell you one thing. The cancer's back. She died at the age of 40, but when
Right, this is, you know what?
What?
What if I told you, I have someone in the basement. What if I told you, Mr. Eyebrows and Eyeballs?
Ah,
Would you like me to put your picture up on overlay?
yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Nah. We'll just leave you right there.
Yeah,
I knew you would show up. And I knew why you showed up.
Hold on a second. I'll do the honors.
Oh,
Oh man.
Let's see. Damn it. It'll take, you guys can keep talking. It's going to take me a second to do this.
Yeah, you're your brother. You're the boss.
Yeah,
Now
that's
you
what
got
I'm
the
doing.
boss. Now you got the boss agitated.
Yeah. Let me find this.
we've had a couple people.
Guys, I'm gonna have to slip off this thing. I gotta get up in the morning. I got
Yeah.
somebody's house I gotta go to.
Yep.
Twin City Sound. Hey man.
Good to see you, brother.
We will catch up to you in the morning.
Okay.
And I'll get up with you. Have yourself a good night, brother. Thank you for coming up on the Southside Channel, man. Peace
I
out.
enjoyed it, man. Y'all be good. I enjoyed the talk.
All right, Bob.
Peace
Hey,
out.
nice
Have a good
talking
one.
to you, guys. You take care of yourself.
have a good
All
one.
right, later.
Have a good weekend.
You
It's
too.
a weekend. You don't have to go. It's a weekend.
Oops.
Everybody.
Oh, damn it. Every time I go to click on it, Jay Blues, it fucking the cropping thing messes up. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we'll just do it like that.
While we're sitting here, Jay Blues, what day are you thinking about getting together this weekend?
I'll get up with you early in the morning on that.
Yeah.
Is that look familiar, Jay Blues?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I'd be the one to do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Go away, Matthew.
That's who it was.
It's not personal. It's just business.
Yep.
Man, he looks rough.
Nobody wants your kind around. You're not welcome. go somewhere else. There's plenty of communities on YouTube. You're just repulsive. And leave the girls alone.
Yes.
You can drop me off anytime you want. Who's Dan? Oh. Oh, okay, that's YouTube from your chat. Sure, are you still here? Todd, what's going on? Nope. It was just we just passed 220 here.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little over a half one left here.
Better do something about that.
This just got a little bit of Oreo cookies. It's a new batch, new strain.
You know, I thought about it after I got home the other day, Jay. I didn't leave you any flour. I had, I could have given you half of what I got.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
I didn't think about it until after you're gone. Like shit.
Yeah.
Didn't even thinking about it. I just wanted to make sure that that drive back, you got back all right, and which you did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's
but I know in the morning we'll get up and figure out quick schedule.
Cool.
That's no problem. I'm trying to see who's in the basement. It's a Daniel.
Yeah, I seen a name, Daniel something.
Oh, I see who's in the basement. Daniel. First, I want to bring up somebody that has always given great respect on this channel. What's up, Reese?
Hey,
what
what's
do you
up,
say, Dan?
How you doing?
Not too bad. I just seen you guys up, getting ready to head to bed, but I figured I'd come up and say hi.
Yeah. Cool.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah.
We had a little bit of everything here tonight, Reese. It's how it flows around here. It's all.
Hey, if you can't have a peaceful channel, what can you have in life, right? Life's full of hell, and you might as well have some kind of peace.
Nothing like a little excitement here and there. It's good for the boys.
It keeps you on your toes.
Remember what was that? That was in Young Guns 2, and I forgot his name, Mr. Chisholm. Well, bring the boys down. We'll have a little coffee. Now we're having a good time just hanging out.
Yep.
That's good. Like I said, I just figured I'd come up and say hi. I know you guys are going through some crap up in here. I'm watching chat. I'm like, yeah, come up here and say hi. I know Todd Bushy's looking out for y'all. So
yeah.
It's good. It's good to have people looking out for your back. Nowadays, you can never get too safe.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we're fine here. We're real easy.
I'm not worried about you being. It's not my channel. I don't worry about you being fine. I just figured I'd come up and say hi.
We're glad you came up. So what you been up to, Mike?
Good to see you.
Not too much. Just same old shit, going to work every day and paying the tax, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, played the guitar for a little bit earlier.
Good.
Got a new amp. Hooked up my old amp to my new amp. So.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got that. got the Boss Katana on the top, and then I got a PV 45 on the bottom. So I got a 50 and a 45. So I rigged them up stereo. So I'm running a 1012 right now.
Sweet. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I can turn that Katana on to 50, and my wife doesn't like me.
Did she ever?
She's like, hell no. I'm like, hell yeah. She says, turn it down. I said, okay, and I turn it up.
Wow, look at that picture.
They did a song about that. It's called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Turn your ass up.
Steve Perry is his girlfriend and his daughter.
You're right. Yep.
So he did find somebody. That's cool.
Well,
That was the girl that had cancer.
she went to move to North Carolina with the daughter and kept it secret. That's what happened.
Sometimes life takes a path different than what you think it's going to take.
Yep. Well, guys, you guys know of being band members. Get with the female, and the industry's totally not what an outsider thinks. You know,
We've seen that happen so many times.
it's like, wait, this ain't my scene.
Bands that the woman in the band, not in the band, but the girlfriend or wife interferes, and Jay Blues
It's like you got to make a accommodation specifically for them. Sorry.
No.
Well, you listen.
But am I correct?
Oh, I know what he's saying. You mean if you're out on tour and somebody has to call home more than once a day, you're out of the band.
Yeah.
That rule. Yeah.
I think if you're a rock star, if you're outside of your zip code, you better believe that if you're in a band, he's got another girlfriend in every freaking state in your country. So just deal with it.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them do. A lot do.
You can use my credit card, but just believe I'm getting something somewhere else too.
When I think about that, I always think about Kiss's song, Beth. I think I hear them calling.
I like Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now because me and the boys are playing. I used to love that song.
Yeah. Or you get the old Pink Floyd song where the wife's trying to call him and she keeps getting disconnected.
To think that was Gene Simmons singing that song.
You know what the funny thing is? Remember when he was and Shannon were going to get married? Finish it. Well, that was it, right? He's done. And then there was a housekeeper in a Chicago hotel and says, that revolving door? No way. That man will never change.
There's some guys that are in music, though, that are just like that. I mean, they're the center of attention. What somebody else wants does not fucking matter.
So when you think your wife had a Playboy mansion and she's got the money outfit on, it doesn't bode well, But anyway, you might be right.
It's like Jay Blues, you were telling me about, like Lou Graham. I mean, some guys have that attitude where it's got to be my way or else we're not doing it.
Yeah, sometimes that doesn't always work out for you in life, though.
What song was it, Dr. Nick? That he didn't get a dime out of that? It was their biggest hit. Foreigner.
Hot Blooded or Double Vision? Not the love song.
Yeah, it was.
I want to know what love is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Yeah. Their new lead singer is really good. I mean, he sounds
good.
Yeah, he sounds just like
If he sounds just like Lou Graham, he's got to be good because I really like Lou Graham. He was a good vocalist.
Oh yes, yeah. He sounds just like him. There's some videos on YouTube.
I know a guy has a channel. I gotta believe him, but the remote. Sorry.
Motor, do you know Daniel Newman?
No.
I
didn't. The name doesn't sound familiar.
It's just not happening, brother. I'm sorry to tell you, but basement, you are.
I've never seen the name.
Yeah. It's just how we roll here. Nothing personal.
You're right.
Type in the chat. You put, sorry.
He won't.
I'm just saying, if somebody new comes in, like, we're not opposed to having new faces and new opinions and new people to talk to. It's wonderful to meet all you people. Would have never met you guys without the social media. But type in the chat, get to know people, and converse, and find a reason why you want to come up before just jumping into somebody's channel. And I see these people do this sometimes, and then they act like, I'm new here. Then they take over the panel, or they porn bomb you, or there's all kinds of them out there. It's kind of trolling your channel. And Jay Blues, you're right. You're good, right, by not bringing them right up. Just that's one thing you can tell them too. Type in the chat. Say hi. I don't even fucking know who you are. You want to fucking? I don't open the door and just let people in my house.
Yeah. It's true, man. You're not wrong, especially nowadays. I mean, I have been up here. I've been a big supporter of Jay Blues for a long time. I've been up here multiple times, but
I've seen you around.
I don't usually get to see him too much. Just kind of, like I said, I was scrolling through, seeing him live. Figured I'd come up and say hi. So
put the camera on, Todd.
We've seen you around. You're not complete stranger. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, right. Obviously, I'm not going to come out here and just show my face to everybody if I'm going to just do something stupid. I've
seen him do it though.
I believe in the Lord, and I believe karma's a bitch. Don't mess with people unless you don't want to be messed with. This is the way I look at life.
Yep.
Karma's a bitch.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I agree.
Like I said, don't take it personally. It doesn't matter who you are, and that makes no bearing. It's just how we roll here.
You got to protect yourself. You got to protect what you're growing and what you're making. That's why I would love to do live channels. Just do some guitar stuff. But I'm like, I just
Todd's in the basement.
I couldn't deal with the shit. There's too many people out there
Todd.
Too many people out there that just want to just mess with everybody for no reason at all, just to do it.
Yeah,
it's like it's a new lifestyle, Let's just go find somebody and F with them. It's like, that's not what you do.
Welcome, Dave Brown.
Dave Brown, what's going on? I remember.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, go ahead. No. I can remember a couple of years ago being on somebody's live stream, and they let up some total stranger. Guy was cool. He seemed cool, And as progressively the stream went on, as like an hour and a half into him being up there, he suddenly just started getting more and more talkative. And then the porn bomb happened. And then he started coming around channels that we all associated with. And it was the same thing with the guy did last year, or just this last 6 months, in the same in the community we visit around.
Yeah.
And there's always them troll communities that they follow other communities and they look for the drama and they look just to fuck with people. It's fun to them.
Well, that's the thing. When people want to be assholes, they expect everybody's going to follow the same suit. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not tech savvy enough, I guess you would say, to even try to do that up here. I just click a button, say, "Hey, I'm going to go in here. If he lets me up, I'm going to go up." Other than that,
I know.
This is where I'm at. I'm kind of an old guy, dude. I'm coming close to 50. My kids, they'll be like, "Oh, you want to do this?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to. I want nothing to do with this technology. I want to know just the least amount I can do, just to do what I want to do. That's it."
Did you see the? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, you're good. I'm done.
I was just thought of something. I was going to ask Jay Blues. Did you see the video Z put up of Copper?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah,
I'll make a point to check it out. I was alerted to the name earlier, yesterday morning.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about him anybody, but I'm just saying go check it out.
Yeah.
You ever hear Long and McQuaid motor? Long and McQuaid? Musical.
A musical?
Instruments.
Long and McQuaid.
Huh.
The name kind of rings a bell, but I don't recall.
Well, I was going to say to you, without Google, I thought it started in Michigan. Well, Google answered me before it started downtown Toronto. They're one of the largest music.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is Todd Bushy here. This is brother Todd Bushy right here. I highlighted him.
See, that's another thing.
There was a Todd Bushy in the basement, and I knew it wasn't him.
Oh,
right.
Smart man, Jay Blues. And that comes with common sense because some people just don't ever come up on a panel. But then these trolls will use somebody in the chat's name and come up.
Wow.
Right.
And they'll even steal their avatar off their channel.
Yeah.
You can steal mine. Mine's just an eagle. I got freedom.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. I'll show you my avatar. Hold on. Here we go. Bam.
There it is.
All right.
Jay Brown, welcome. Nice to see you.
Cheers,
right,
Dave.
I'm going to pop out. Like I said, Jay Blues, I just want to come up and say peace, brother. God bless. Figured I'd say hi.
Thanks for coming up, man. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we're going to have a little live stream coming up here. And so, yeah, I'll put an upcoming on that right away. And yeah, man.
I get your notifications. I'm subbed. Everything you put up, I always get it. So
cool. It's really good seeing you, brother. It's always nice to see you up here.
Might jam a little guitar before I fall asleep, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
All right, guys. Peace. God bless, man.
You.
Have a good show, man.
You know what I like about that, Jay Blue? When you have 50-year-olds on panel, I could kind of try to remember what it was like to be 50. Oh, that's what it was like.
I know I could do more things when I was 50 than I can do now.
And guess what? Some of them are right. You know?
At 50, I was a few pounds, 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah, tell me about it. It seems like the only thing, the other things have a donut spare, right? Like the thing in front of you, you're like, where'd that come from?
Yeah, they created Krispy Kreme here in the Carolinas. So, yeah. It,
Hey, we had Little Caesars. Now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Hostess and all, like what you're talking about, cupcakes and that. There's a company in Quebec called Vachon, Bachon. I didn't think 1,000% sugar was possible. It's pure sugar. It's awful.
I never liked birthday cakes from the bakery for one reason, because that fucking frosting sometimes would just be pure sugar. And I did not like that. I did not.
I see. Yeah.
Oof. I was always German chocolate. That was me.
That's lighter in air, isn't it? It's lighter than air, but it's like, it's pure sugar.
Yeah.
There's no consistency. But that's what some people like, I guess. I don't know.
Hit your cam, Turtle.
Turtle back there.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome.
I gotta roll me a couple cigarettes. I can hear, but I'll be right back.
All right.
How you all doing?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I got a migraine. It won't go away.
That sucks.
I hate them.
How?
Yeah, I actually haven't had one for fucking at least 6 weeks, which is weird. Because I usually get them once every 2 to 3.
That's gotta suck when you have migraines like that,
Oh, dude, I can have them for almost 5 days.
Wow.
How's everything down under?
Water.
What department are you talking about? You talking about the everyday fucking average Aussie, or are you talking about how fucked our government is?
Oh no, not the politics, just everyday stuff. Just life. I know about the politics.
Everyday life is getting dumber. Every time I walk outside, people are just less and less intelligent. Right now, I've been for the past 2 hours listening to my neighbor's dog over the back run up and down the back fence barking at fucking birds.
Damn.
And these people are older than me. By at least 15 years. Well-dressed people too. And it's like, I live out in a rural area. I thought that shit was you have morals and respect for your fucking surroundings and everyone and everything within your surroundings. Because as far as I was concerned, growing up, your surroundings was as far as your eye could see, as far as your ear could hear, and as far as your fucking voice could be thrown. But that doesn't mean shit.
Is that Queensland?
As long as you... Sorry, what?
I'm just wondering if it was you in Queensland, in that area?
Nah, central South Australia.
Okay.
Where all the dumb fuck yuppie cunts are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I haven't had the best of luck with ockers lately. I don't know what it is, but I haven't. But there are some.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck an ocker is. I'm 42 years old, and that's the first. In the past 10 years, I've heard this word ocker, and I'm like, what the fuck is that shit?
I don't know.
It must be a city word because I've never heard of it.
That's what I was told. I didn't make it up. That's what I was told. An ocker.
I've never heard that word ever.
Yeah. No, it's supposedly like a typical Australian sort of like type, like, and I'm like, a what? It's like, oh, it's an all-rounded person. Like a little bit more explanation, but no, okay, righto. It must be something millennials came up with, like calling a station wagon a long roof.
My son-in-law is from Perth, so I different input. I know a guy in Sydney, and New Zealand, and I didn't make it up. That's what they told me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I know what a yobbo is. I know what a larrikin is.
Yeah.
Like, a yobbo is a bit of a fucking dumbass, and a larrikin is someone who's like stupidly funny.
Yeah.
Like we call comedians larrikin.
Yeah, I was going to say, now I know
yeah.
what he was telling me. Yeah, 14 hours.
No, I'm originally from the Northern Territory. From a small town called Darwin.
Oh, yeah. Heard of it. From time to time.
Yeah.
But,
Bit of a hard place to fucking grow up.
Yeah.
And it's even fucking worse since I was there. And I left there about 12 years ago.
Well, it's winter there, right? So-called winter. Starting up.
Yeah, it's coming in down here.
Yeah.
In the northern parts of Australia, we don't have winter. We only got two weather patterns.
You're
and that's
subtropical.
dry and fucking hot, or it's wet and fucking hot.
Subtropical.
I'm not joking, man. In like the top part of Australia, like the coastal area, that's all there is. Half the year it's monsoon, half the year is dry.
Wow.
About 40 degrees or 106 to the Americans. That's normal. Yeah. Hot stuff.
Because like Darwin, every time you watch the news, it's Darwin fine and 36. Sorry, if I get 34.
Yeah.
Or it's Darwin wet and 32.
Yeah.
That's degree C.
Yeah, well, it's good to know you're still attached to the world.
Oh, fucking slowly losing my grip.
Yeah.
This crazy old world
Right.
keeps spinning around.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
This internet bullshit's not getting any fucking better. All it does is just gives more people enough fucking place and enough rope to freaking hang themselves and then cry victim. And oh my goodness, they're a minority group now. Protected species of some description.
Anyway. I got my own personal.
But we won't get into the political side of fucking stupidity. Well, I'll try not to anyway.
You've already been there for this show.
Oh no. The shit that I tend to get into tends to get people in trouble on YouTube.
Mm.
Like for instance, why do trans people have more rights than like racial minorities? Can someone please tell me this?
No.
I get into that sort of type shit.
We don't want to get into it. It's somebody else's business.
Like, yeah, exactly. I get right up in that shit.
I've only had one troll in my life on YouTube, and guess where she's from? Her and her family. Which apparently she's made peace with me somehow. She's not been around for a while. Wasn't my fault. Anyway, for the most part, it's good. Yeah, I looked the other day on Mick Jagger's channel, and he did a couple of years ago during the pandemic, Party Doll. And I thought that's a cool song that you wrote. He didn't write it. It's a very, very good song. But he does it really well.
I'm the only one with the camera. Well, we might as well. Oh, I can change that that picture now.
Yeah.
We'll put that one
There
on.
it is.
Yeah. Appreciate you letting me up, Jay Blues. You've been on 4 hours. We've got 7 minutes for 420 on the live.
Oh,
There you
hell.
go, brother. Yeah, no, you go ahead. Blackwatch had me thinking about Nicky Hopkins and some other older players from the past, and like we started talking about the Stones, and
Yeah.
got my
Yeah.
mind wandering on all that. And
Mhm.
oh yeah, man, Muscle Shoals, the Muscle Shoals sound. Oh, my cam isn't even on. Holy shit. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
That's perfectly fine. The sounds are all I need, but if you want to show it, that's even better.
Yeah.
You gotta show it. I mean, it's like kind of like, why isn't he showing that? You know? Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
love it.
Thank you.
Nothing like the sound of an organ.
Ha.
Thank you, Shar.
You
Thank you
take
very
care of
much.
yourself, girl.
Thanks. Take care, Shar. Is she leaving?
Oh, ni hao. Thank you. You've always been in here. You're always welcome here. We appreciate you being part of the South Side. Always. Chef Life, I see you in here.
What's up, Chef?
There you go. Appreciate you hanging out. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he goes. The one and only Deep Fryer.
Ha.
What's it?
Awesome. Appreciate you being in here too.
Uh,
I
hey,
knew
just,
a couple. I knew a couple different people with the last name Fryer.
I've also heard some very weird things being deep fried too down south.
Oh yeah, down south, that's all it is deep fried something.
Mhm. I don't want to throw it to Dr. Nick, but you ever heard of a guy called Zach Rushing? His channel. He's from Mississippi, I think. It's
I
hilarious.
haven't. No.
It's real life stuff. I have no doubt it's true. It's hilarious. You know, it's just, and it's not slanted. You know what I mean? There's no teeth to it.
Right.
And it's, I don't want to throw it out, but this first one was more or less after it came off Facebook was my first all black cookout. And he has a lot of black friends, you know, from the gridiron and that. But it's just, I could say one, but the women wouldn't appreciate it. And you sit there and you go, this can't be real. You know, you made this up, but it was true. I don't know if you want to hear it. I don't want to divert, you know, the whole stream. But you sit here and you go, that really happened. It's great, you know, and you go, no. But yeah, deep frying, you know, fish fries and all that.
So yeah, we're gonna 420 out to the chat and get out of here.
Yep.
And
Fire in the hole.
There you go.
Big ups to Dr. Nick.
Hey, buddy.
K Blue. Every Black Watch, Turtle, everybody came up. Everybody in the chat.
Yep.
Thanks for having me up, Blues, and hello to the crew. Every last man and woman.
Yeah, what?
Maybe the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
Watch for a possible live this weekend. Me and Jay Blues in his studio.
Awesome.
but all right, y'all. So everybody, hang out here for a second.
Woo-hoo.
So, like, you know, that what's really cool about this show, we can all, like, you know, express our thoughts and opinions within rightful boundaries. Love you all. Appreciate you. Thank you for another great show. And, you know, it is what
You're
it
awesome,
is.
dude.
We're all part of
Yeah.
this. We're all the same. All of us. And it's when we understand that, you know, that's when it all comes together. Peace and loves. Catch you again. Southside Outpost. We're out of here.